From Software. With the creation of the Soulsborne genre, they have skyrocketed to massive accolades, even getting Game of the Year with Elden Ring, one of their most recent games. Most people believe that the Souls-like was started with Dark Souls, but it was actually 2 years prior to that with the PS3 exclusive Demon Souls. Thankfully, somebody at Sony got Bluepoint Games on a remake of it, and with the launch of the PS5, gave us a taste of the beginning of Fromsofts' claim to fame. Welcome back to the backlog. My journey through my massive backlog of games and trying to get to platinum in all of them. This is going to be my start through the Soulsborne catalog, and also a couple of other Souls-likes like Liza P, so on and so forth. And I'm going to put myself on a little bit of a challenge where I do as little jolly cooperation as possible, barring if it is needed for a trophy. Before we get going, this was all streamed live here on this YouTube channel as well as over on Twitch. If you want to catch which games I'm working on, or just want to make sure you catch my next upload, hit the subscribe button and the bell over here on YouTube and drop a follow over on my Twitch. Now let's try not to crash out at the beginning of my Souls journey. Now, before we get into the thick of it, let's go through the main things I'm going to have to do to get this platinum. I know this isn't going to be a very good time, but I will not be following a trophy guide for my first playthrough. I will look up stuff if I am lost or something, but besides that, blind playthrough. This was a horrible idea in hindsight. You see, there's this wonderful little thing called tendency. Tendency can be anywhere from pure white to pure black. How you affect it is as simple as do good things, go white, do bad thing, go black. Each world has its own tendency, as well as your character having his own tendency, and white and black both have benefits and cons to each other. For world tendency, white weakens enemies and increases your power in soul form, whereas in black, enemies are stronger, but you have higher soul gains and increased item drop rates. There's also NPCs, enemies, and areas that are only accessible during certain tendencies that you have in each zone. With character tendency, white makes you do more damage in soul form and allows you to acquire a ring, as well as black lowers your HP in soul form and unlocks the Mephistopheles side quest, which is also for a ring. We have to carefully track our tendencies so that we can acquire the 3 main trophies that will take the longest, which is collecting every ring, every miracle, and every spell in the game. With this crazy ass mechanic now explained, we can begin our journey. Wait, I'm already dead. And with our first death on the board, we get a look at our hub area of the game. This is the Nexus. Areas don't exactly bleed into one another like other Soulsbornes, and each area has their own corresponding archstone that you use to enter the level. Each level has a name, but I will mainly be classifying them in like an old Mario level way, like, Mario level 3-4. So we're going to dive into our first archstone of 1-1. Alright, first playthrough time, baby. And 1-1 is about as tutorial level as you're going to get in this game. You have enemies that don't hit too hard, ranged enemies that keep you on your toes, a couple harder enemies so you don't just spam everything, booby traps so you have to make sure you're paying attention, and shortcuts you can unlock in case you die to make the run back through the level easier. This is almost just a longer version of the Undead Asylum in Dark Souls, and it all culminates in a boss, Phalanx, which is... I don't even know what that is or what it's covered in. Growths? I don't know, man. But beat down all the growths and it's literally just a punching bag and you are quickly on to 1-2.
He does not have an attack. Phalanx's trophy. Wow, that's a name for a trophy.
1-2 is a little bit more difficult with having to constantly dodge Dragon Breath on the bridge, and is actually a short run back to the boss if you die of the Tower Knight, which delivers a pretty cool fight, actually made me heal, and take damage a lot more than I wanted.
Let's go. I used way more healing than I wanted to in that fight, but hey.
This is also where the game is going to stop you from progressing in World 1. You are required to go kill an archdemon before moving forward. This means I need to fully clear one of the other archstones, so let's hop over to World 2-1 with all the hope of a deathless streak still alive. And 2-1 is where death takes me in its sweet embrace for the first time as I get run over by a pack of wolves and lizards.
Why is there a wolf here? Why is there a wolf here? What, bro? Fuck. That's irritating.
Which now brings us up to the whole looking up stuff being a horrible idea, as I died in human, which turns whatever world you're in towards black. Meaning, I can't get pure white tendency in World 2 without boosting killing other players. The first boss of World 2 was the first time I died to a boss.
Hot. Yeah, okay.
And that's mainly my fault, skill issue and a knowledge gap. And this is also where, after I beat it,
and armor spider down. Nice. On to the next area for you. Let's go.
where I kind of learned that you don't really have to stay in the same world. Some of them scale differently. So instead of trying to brute force through 2-2, getting my ass slammed, I decided to move on to World 3, and good God, whoever designed this place is an asshole. From the annoying enemies, the maze-like map, and the death trap that is a crossbow bridge, this place is hell. But it is full of trophies we need. We will eventually need to roll across the crossbow bridge without getting hit. We need to save Sage Freaky Deaky, as he is how we will get some magic. He also requires a key from behind this fine fellow, which I forgot to grab my first time here, nor killed him as he keeps respawning the boss.
Fool's Idol trophy, there we go.
We will be required later to kill the boss without hitting any clones of her. This all leads into checking out the next area of World 2, the upper area, which is another big oopsie. You see this guy? This is Yurt, and Yurt is an asshole who kills your NPCs. Don't be like Yurt. And of course, because this is my first blind playthrough, I don't know this, and I won't know until later. Isn't that wonderful? I decided to finish my first day, dropping the heart down, opening up the way forward, and hopped off for the night, excited to play the next day, where I promptly noticed I was doing negligible damage to the man-eaters, and decided to go jump into World 4 to get a taste of what it's like. And welcome to World 4, the Island's Edge. Okay, that's not foreboding at all. This is the rainy area of the game, and it's full of skeletons that want your buns.
Oh my god. I'm stuck. I think I couldn't move.
This area is pretty annoying at some points, I cannot lie, and later on, these flying manta rays that launch crystals at you constantly are a massive pain in the ass trying to get around.
Whoa! 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 The manta rays are not friendly. Why did I think they were?
Thank God, the boss of this area, the Adjudicator, is easy as hell, because the run back would be detrimental to my health.
Oh. I see. I see. Adjudicator's trophy. Let's go.
Now, let's get a taste of World 5.
Brother,
Oh great, the damn swamp level of the game. I had so much trouble with this area, and I am not proud of it. I didn't even understand the Leechmonger fight, because he kept healing, and it was making me tweak.
He's healing? How do I stop him from healing? Try fire. Thanks, tips. I don't have any. What do you mean? What is making me take damage, man? I don't understand this boss. He just heals. Set it on fire. What is going on? Oh, I'm facing. Heal, heal. Okay. That was way easier.
But with every world's first area done, I yearn for the mines, which was a horrible idea, as I got jumped by another player for the first time immediately coming out of the bonfire area.
Hello there.
Hey, man. Ow. Bro, like, what is that? Why am I getting invaded?
This is also a very weird area because you can just get to the boss in 5 minutes, or you can spend 25 minutes trying to get to the boss. Which one do you think I chose? Now, the Flame Lurker is my favorite boss in the game. He's the right amount of difficulty, has a rage mode, doesn't feel too, like, you know, cheesy in any way. Like, if you die to him, it's your fault. So, good on you, Fromsoft. You got one so far.
Ow. Oh, God. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Flame Lurker down.
This is also where I was very confused on how to upgrade my weapons better, and found out that I missed a blacksmith early on at the start of the fucking level. With a few upgrades, I was able to take down the Flame Lurker and gain the ability to make boss weapons.
Bring me a demon soul.
Road to possibilities. Give the Searing Demon Soul to Blacksmith Head. I didn't even know that was a trophy.
This leads into our first Archdemon fight against the Dragon God. And this is also where I have a realization of most of the Archdemon fights are gimmick fights, which don't really take a lot to beat them. No, shut up, stop looking at how many times I died.
Oh, man. Well, he did not like me breaking that wall there. Ow. I deserve that, I'm sorry. He just insta-killed me. I don't understand. No! What am I... Bro! If he's just gonna swing at everything, how the f*** am I supposed to get through? It takes so many hits to get through that's rock. Huh? I just got toasted. Damn, just let me through. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, I actually don't understand what you want from me to make this easier for me. Why? I'm not... No! Why? Dude! Stamina, please! Doing a little chin job on you, buddy. Dragon God's Trophy.
With one area down, it's time to properly fight the man-eaters, and good God, this is a hard fight. Its difficulty doesn't even come from anything other than just how jank this fight is. Oh, you have a time limit before the second man-eater comes. Just kill the first one before he spawns. That's where they get you. This guy will do literally anything other than fight you. He will launch his ass off the edge, causing him to fly around and waste your time. Even when he's on the ground, this is a bridge with a bunch of pillars. He gets caught on the pillars, flies off constantly, flies around, wastes even more time, and this got me a little heated and was foreshadowing for a little bit later.
This fight lasts so much longer just because this motherfucker will not stay on the bridge. Get up here. You're literally wasting so much time. Let's go. That's a hard fight. My God. Oh, that's the precursor to Ornstein and stuff.
I also, after this, decided to look into, the boss weapons of the game, how I can make them, and picked my weapon for the rest of the playthrough and I guess game, which was the meat cleaver. Now, let me welcome you to 4-2. This place ran me so hard, but don't worry, I never got mad.
Oh God. Oh no, wait. Why is there one of the manta rays there? That's pain, bruh. Up. Get up. Hello. Oh my God. No. It queued up my... Oh no! What? That is mean! That is so mean! Oh my... This area sucks, dude.
Cool as a cucumber. For real though, this place is not fun. There's a whole bunch of enemies, a constant onslaught of random shit being thrown at you. The saving grace is the boss of the area, the old hero, is legally blind, meaning you can whack him in the buns and run away till he...
Must have been the wind.
And then proceed to smack him in the buns again till death.
So hard in the buns. Yeah. He's down. This area sucked, but the boss was kind of cool.
I then had a little bird tell me that I was missing some key NPCs to get all magics and miracles in the game. So I first had to meet the bald asshole, everyone's favorite, Patches himself. And Patches, of course, kicks you down a hole all the time. But thankfully this is where Saint Urbane is, which will allow me to acquire all my boss miracles.
He did damage, but not a lot. Bossa. Oh, rescue Saint Urbane. That's Saint Urbane.
I then went to save Sage Freaky Deaky.
My life.
Damn right, it's Freaky Deaky.
As he will allow me to get all my boss spells for the rest of the game. And to my surprise, after I saved him, he wasn't at the Nexus. I will now call back to Yurt. Well, Yurt kills your NPCs. And I didn't know that. So I ran Freak's Fate before he could even get back to the Nexus. What the hell, Yurt? Don't be like Yurt. I will get my revenge in the next playthrough, but most of the boss soul magic will be locked to me till my second playthrough now. I jump back over to 1-3 now I've killed an archdemon, and this level isn't super hard. That being said, the boss of this area has fucking aura, dog.
Just got stabbed, dog. Is sick. Your armor and weapon is sick.
Look at the man. The armor. The blade. The movement. I wish I had as much aura as this guy. Too bad he's all aura and has nothing in the tank, as he was dirt easy. Yes, the meat cleaver is busted. Don't look at me like that.
Okay, holy shit. Defeated the penetrator.
Now, it's time for the swamp level. This is your Blade Town of the game. If it actually ran good, and you had enough poison heals to cure the Black Plague. Overall, pretty easy, with the boss also being a pushover, but that just feels like every boss in this first playthrough. Nothing has been too crazy difficult.
That guy was easy as f***. Everything is so weak to fire here.
Okay, we have done everything but the final part of each area, so it's time to slam some archdemons in a gauntlet, starting with the old monk. This boss, if you are online like me, is a PvP boss that doesn't count towards the PvP kill trophy. So I have to hunt somebody later. How wonderful.
That works. That guy was not strong.
Next up is the Storm King, probably the coolest gimmick fight in the game, as you have to grab a sword that's in the arena itself, which shoots like a projectile wind blade anytime you swing it. Super cool fight, love it, vibes are great, but kind of sucks that most of these final fights are gimmick fights. It doesn't really feel difficult to finish them.
Man down! Storm King trophy. That's a gimmick fight, but hey, it's kind of cool. I'm with it.
And of course, 5-3, also a gimmick fight. All you need to do is kill her knight, and she just Thanos snaps herself out of existence.
Oh. Really?
I will have to come back and grab a special trophy for this fight later. Before jumping into World 1-4 to finish the game, I made sure to get any boss miracles I needed, as well as noticed that I had White World tendency in World 4. This is the Makoto side quest, where you have to go grab a sword because you have White World tendency from the hole patches kicked you down. And then you give it to him, he gets angry, you kill him, and you get it back.
Worthy of the sword! Oh my god, I just sent you f***ing flying, big dog. Oops, I forgot to... Alright, buddy. I'll be taking that back.
1-4 is the final normal level of the game. This all culminates with a fight against the False King, which is one of the better fights and is up there with Flame Lurker. The difficulty is great, but the run back is ass. It's extremely long, has a few enemies that you have to kill to get through it, and an elevator that you have to ride every single time. You know, we love elevator rides. But with the final level complete,
Roll! Yes! Sit down, buddy. Slayer of Demon, False King.
we now get to jump back to the Nexus and meet the old one with the Maiden in Black. It's kind of like the weird godlike being of this game that everything is based around. Here, we meet the old King Allen and have a boss fight with him. With him defeated, the Maiden in Black, the lady that you level up from throughout the game, goes to lull the old one back to his slumber, giving us our first ending and closing out our first playthrough, which means it's New Game Plus time, baby. Let's clean up these trophies. All right, it's time to clean up the loose ends here. I did look up a guide as the credits rolled, and to the surprise of no one, I had a very unoptimal first playthrough. So for this playthrough, we're going to shoot for all the world tendency trophies, as well as the pure white character tendency to get the ally ring from the monumental. This is where that I find out that dying as a human lowers your world tendency, meaning I messed up a boatload in my first playthrough. To circumvent this, anytime I beat a boss, I will jump off the highest point in the Nexus to circumvent the dying in a world, but once I need to move a world towards black tendency, I will start to do that in the world that I need it for. Of course, we'll be going for the other side quests that I did not complete, as well as any boss magics and miracles that I did not acquire in the first playthrough. That being said, jumping into New Game Plus, I found out that my build is dog shit. But don't worry, I'm something of what they call a ganger.
They insta-kill! No, no, why are you just swinging so fast? I don't know. What am I doing wrong? No, no! Dodge, I'm pressing. Dude, this. Oh, I pushed forward! Go forward! Don't go this way, dude! Why? Bro, that's such a stupid move!
For real though, I'm gonna have some troubles later on in this playthrough until I level up my character a bit more. For now, we hit the first missable trophy, which was killing the Tower Knight without killing any of the crossbowmen up above, meaning you're constantly getting shot at while trying to fight this large man.
Oh! Run, 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 run. Let's go! One shall fall, baby.
There are going to be a lot of these defeat said boss in certain ways trophies, and we will be grabbing all of them through this second playthrough. The next was punching a dragon in the jaw for some reason.
Fist of Legend. Vanquish Dragon God with the hands of God.
This is also where we're going to go save a couple of the NPCs that I didn't get in World 1-3. The first one is the Witch Yuria. She allows you to get more boss magic.
Witch in the Tower. Let's go. Okay.
And on the way, while we were saving Yuria, we let Bjor out of his jail cell, meaning we get a tag team partner for fighting the Penetrator.
Okay, that's way easier with Bjor. Brother in arms.
We only have a few more boss-related trophies to get, but first, we have some unfinished business in World 3. It's time to save Sage Freaky Deaky. We, of course, are going to roll across the crossbow bridge with the statue active, making sure that we acquire that trophy.
No! No! Oh my goodness, just roll, just roll! Time for rolling! Oh.
It's also a lot quicker than the roundabout way to get behind it. With Sage Freak saved, we now get to fight Fool's Idol without hitting any one of her clones. This is very simple. If you lock onto any of them and they have a health bar above their head, that is a clone.
Not the real one.
If they don't, that is the main one. But also, you can just look for the one that's blasting you with the stronger magic.
Oh god! Not fooled. Beauty. She kept spawning like right beside me. That's so good. Oh my god.
Also, don't worry. Don't worry. I made sure Yurt got his comeuppance.
Bye-bye.
No. It's rant time, baby. The last part of that day's stream was me trying to beat the man-eaters. And I need to add something to this. Who thought it was okay to have a staircase with a magic casting squid on it that one taps you if you get hit? Yes, I know my build is bad.
Alright. Shit, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to disrespect you like that, squid boy.
This guy makes the run back unbearable after you die because the man-eaters wanted to fly around and waste your time. Thank God they made shortcuts in later Soul games because I could not be bothered to deal with this for more than one game. Funny thing though, I literally one-tapped the man-eaters the next day, so there's that, I guess. We are on to our next missable boss trophy, which is for the Adjudicator. All you have to do is kill him without falling down, which boils down to shoot the bird up top with an upgraded bow and like 100 arrows.
Last hit. One shall stand.
I now thought it would be a good time to either tackle a very annoying or very easy part of the platinum, which is farming for 2 item drops. The first item drop is the gold coin off of the Fat Official in 2-2. And good lord, with my item drops being higher with pure black world tendency, this took 2 hours of killing him and jumping down the elevator to reset. But thank God I did this, because I power leveled my character to a point that he is not worthless anymore.
And he's down for the Let's go! Get me the f out of here!
The second, the pure blade stone, dropped literally on the 6th try, which made my day.
Oh my, what?
I now just need a pure black world tendency in World 3, which just required myself going human and jumping off of something over and over again until I reached pure black tendency. This allowed me to get the Sodden Ring, which will help me later on in World 5, as well as the Colorless Demon Soul to acquire a miracle later on. It's time to speedrun to Maiden Estrella, the last boss-related trophy. On my way there, I noticed I had pure white tendency in World 5, so I could get Estral, and this.
Hey, you should be my spear that I need. One of the few obtain Estral.
This last boss trophy boils down to pretty much the exact same as the Adjudicator. Sit up top with a bow, shoot down on the boss. Maiden Estrella needs to die without her large man with a beat stick dying at all.
May you be unharmed.
We now get to use our hard farmed items to trade with Sparky to acquire a couple of rings. We are now in go mode to finish our second playthrough. We just have to clean up a few things first. First is to get to the end of 1-4 to get the Mausoleum Key. This is where a tough old bastard named Doran is guarding Demon Brand, the sword I get to mix with the sword I acquired at the end of my first playthrough.
Northern Regalia, Legacy of Kings, got. Nice, let's go.
I then hit the point which I dreaded, which is the trophies that require other humans. First is the easy one, just helping a homie defeat a boss. I ran around to random boss locations, dropping my sign until someone summoned me to Flame Lurker.
Return to form!
Then was the PvP trophy. It took me a couple tries, but I got summoned, and I took him down. And I'm sorry, brother, it's just business.
Let's go!
Last but not least was to get all the worlds to pure black tendency so I can unlock the red phantoms that will help me push my character to pure white tendency. Or it would have if I didn't mess up. So this is me defeating all the black phantoms.
Stay dead, you f***ing...
I cheesed pretty much all of them as they were pretty difficult. What I didn't know is that this guy, who likes to shoot fireballs, is next to a hole. So I decided, let's just kick him down that hole. That doesn't count as me killing him. Counts as homie dying to gravity. So now, I'm a little bit off pure white tendency, and the only way I can bring it up is by defeating an invader. So I tried for the rest of the night, to no avail, and that's when I had an idea. There has to be an active community somewhere, so to Reddit I went. The next day, I helped the guy defeat a boss. Sadly, he couldn't help me, but then my goat Edward from across the pond came to my rescue. He invaded me to get my last bit of tendency I needed, and with this, we can finish the game again, getting the second ending, where you kill the Maiden in Black, and I guess I become the old one's favorite guy?
Seekest soul power. Embrace the power of the old one.
We are now absolutely in go-go mode. All that work, by the way, was for one single ring, the ally ring. This means for our third playthrough, we can speedrun unlocking all the ways to unlock miracles and spells, as well as killing any bosses with the souls that we need for said miracles and spells. With the build firing on all cylinders though, World 5 decided to humble me one final time, making sure the run to Astrea was as painful as possible.
Why did I just die? Like, okay.
With all the boss soul, miracle, and spells acquired,
That's every miracle, baby. Let's go. Oh my god. Sage Tripper. Thank god. I was about to be like, huh?
all that's left is to do the Mephistopheles quest, which is locked behind pure black character tendency. This required me going around to kill all the merchants in each world to push myself towards black before unlocking her, where she will send me on missions to kill other NPCs. You have to kill pretty much every NPC in the game, besides Patches. I liked ending that ball.
Patches down. Easy.
And with our final quarry eliminated, we can get the final ring, the foe's ring, and unlock our platinum.
Whoa! King of Rings. Hold on. Slayer trophies. Hold on, I gotta kill this bitch. Hold on. I don't know who you think you're fighting. Yay!
Another platinum down. And I have to say, Bluepoint killed it with this remaster. It's probably still the best looking game on the console, and it dropped on the release of the PlayStation 5. At the time of writing this though, unfortunately, Sony shut down Bluepoint, which is a massive bummer because they could have done a Bloodborne remake, they could have remade any classic from the PS2, PS3 era, bringing them back into the limelight, and I feel like this is a huge miss from Sony. This is of course a Fromsoft game, and I will dabble with more of their games in the future, as this is a great excuse starting with this platinum. That being said, this game is a show of the times it was made in. From the level structure, to the lack of critical systems from other Souls games like poise and an inventory limit, I still love this game. I would say it's by far the easiest Souls-like game I've ever played, even though I've only played Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne. And I look forward to diving into more of the Souls games, as well as the Souls-likes that are also not from FromSoft at some point. Now, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like and a comment. Tell me how you're doing, tell me what game you're playing, or even just give me feedback on this video so that I know how to make my videos better next time. I already said it once, but please make sure to hit the subscribe button so you know when I post next. I also stream whichever game I'm working on here on YouTube, as well as over on Twitch, so pick your poison and come vibe with me. Have a great rest of your day, gamers. Peace.